Hello and welcome to the Roundabout Podcast. This is episode 57. My name is Austin Suddeth. With me today, as always, I have Michael Levine, Hunter Brittle, Tyler McClellan. Guys, I got a question for you.
Hopefully, let's hope they match.
How much food is too much food?
Oh, I reckon your stomach determines that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't know if there's a hard, solid answer for that.
My wife, for lunch. So my wife's out of town. She's in Seattle right now.
Seattle.
And she sent me a picture of a ramen shop that they went to and the ramen that she got. And it looks delicious, looks phenomenal. And she said, it's amazing. And the restaurant has a challenge to eat 5 pounds of ramen in 15 minutes. If you win, it's free. I don't know if you gave me 2 hours if I could eat 5 pounds of ramen.
How is ramen measured? A literal pound? Like you put all the noodles on a scale and it comes out to 5 pounds? Because I feel like that's a lot of ramen.
That is a lot of ramen.
Yeah, honestly, 5 pounds is an insane amount of most foods.
A pound of ground beef is a lot.
That's a meal for a family when combined with some noodles and sauce.
And that's a dense food.
The only thing I can think of that might make this possible if the broth is part of that 5 pounds, but even still, that is 5 pounds of anything. And I'm sat there and I'm thinking, is there anything that I could eat that is 5 pounds, 5 pounds of something? And I don't think I could.
That's just I don't think that the 12 packs of instant ramen are 5 pounds, cardboard included.
I was trying to look it up real quick. Let's do it by, I have to do it by grams. Hang on. Math time. Convert. Oh, no.
Imagine
my phone is going to
math.
Well, I say math. It's more like use the conversion calculator on my iPhone. Weight, grams to pounds.
That's so much.
There we go. All right. 5 pounds is 356 grams. Nope, that's not correct. That is 785.
I was about to say, because 100 grams of
2,200.
100 grams of chicken is pretty standard for a serving. If you make a chicken breast, most of the time it's going to say about 100 grams to 150 grams of chicken pre-cooked.
So this is according to eatthismuch.org. Sorry, .com. I don't know why I said
there truly is a website for everything.
There is.
Yes, ramen noodle soup, chicken flavor, 2,268 grams, which is 5 pounds. That is nearly 10,000 calories.
Jesus.
It is 1,800% of your daily sodium value.
That doesn't surprise me.
It is nearly 500% of your daily carbs. And over 500% of your daily fats. It is almost 1,000% of your daily saturated fats.
How many grams of ramen are in each of the little packs of the $1 packs?
Yeah, let's quantify this into
how many
terms.
grams are in a single pack?
If I go to package, so that is they did the automatic calculation for me. That would be 5 pounds. Is 26 and 11/16 packages of ramen noodles.
Oddly specific, but wow, that's a lot.
Thinking about that, of course, that is the, freeze-dried noodles. So I'm sure that this place does fresh handmade noodles, which if you've ever had fresh handmade noodles, they're thicker and they are heftier. But even still,
as I say, I don't think it changes the scope. Next time you go to your local grocery store and you see the ginormous box of ramen noodles on the bottom of the shelf, those are a dozen a piece. You'd have to buy 2 of those, cook every single one, eat them in one sitting, and you still haven't even gotten to 5 pounds worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a single package is 85 grams or 0.18 of a pound.
Oh my God.
I just had the thought of this. Just, 5 pounds is a whole chicken and a half. You could get an uncooked chicken for 3 pounds, and that's, I think, average. I used to buy whole chicken because my air fryer has a rotisserie mode, so you literally rotisserie a whole chicken in there. I could only ever get a 2.5 pound chicken in there because 3 pounds was too big for that thing. So So I had to find the smallest one. So even still, go down to like 2.5 pounds. That's 2 full chickens you would have to eat.
I do want to be clear. According to this calculator, that is just the noodles.
Right.
That is just the ramen noodles that I was calculating. That is not anything added in. I read noodle soup chicken flavor. That's just the bag that they show. But as I've read here, the nutrition facts that they're giving me are specifically for the ramen noodles themselves. So that's how much it is before you add any other things to it.
Heck, the chicken broth alone would fill you up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the only way I think, that's what the broth has to be carrying a lot of the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, water, like a little over half a gallon is 5 pounds. And so liquid is heavier, I believe, in this situation. But even still, drinking, like if you were just doing water, like a half a gallon of water in 15 minutes, I feel like that would make my stomach want to hurl.
Yeah, I was about to say, just in the context of the challenge, imagine just trying to drink 5 pounds worth of chicken broth, which is what they're cooked in. That alone would make you sick.
Right?
So 1 US gallon is 8.3 pounds.
Yeah. I knew it was something like that just because we used to get water, like 5-gallon water bottles for our water filter or water cooler at the office. And I knew how much that thing weighed.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to do the math quickly. But yeah. So yeah, a little over
You're
half
pretty
a
close,
gallon.
in all fairness, to just be guessing that based off of a 5-gallon water jug.
Yeah. Half a gallon, a little over half a gallon of just water in 15 minutes. I would struggle just to do that, let alone eating something. Like that's insane to me.
When
I
I
got to
cook
know
with
if someone's
chicken
ever
broth,
done it.
When I cook with chicken broth, the voices in my head do be whispering to me, though, take a drink of the chicken broth.
Just take a swig.
Out of that. Yeah.
But it's
Like-
Take a
good.
swig. Yeah, chicken
It's
broth is
good.
But that is like the ramen version of the like eat a 36-inch pizza or have a 75-ounce steak. Like those eating challenges exist, but I can't imagine ever doing one. Like
No.
I've heard of a handful of different ones at restaurants. I just I hear about them and I go, nah, not for me. I love to eat, but I don't want to make myself miserable trying to do some arbitrary challenge. Like I know my limits. I get full with a 12-ounce ribeye. There's no way I'm eating a 75-ounce whatever.
I say if it's volume.
I like ramen as much as the next guy too, but like what you're talking about with the steaks and the pizzas, those are like loved foods. Like people love a good steak, a big old steak. People will eat or some people will sit down and eat an entire large pizza without batting an eye. Those I can understand. I feel like ramen is not one of those things that you have a food, amount of food challenge with. It just seems an odd one to do it with.
I mean, it's America. We can make a food challenge out of anything.
That's a fair point, I guess.
Yeah.
I love this
Yeah.
country. if you wanted to eat 5 pounds of ramen noodles, you can do that, and you are free to do so.
Like I could,
We have that freedom here.
I say, as far as like a food challenge, like maybe like I could do like a spicy food challenge. Like our food is spicy. Try and eat, a standard amount of food just at a high heat.
Yeah, like the
Like
wing
that I
challenges.
could do. Yeah, like the wing, like Buffalo Wild Wings is like the first one that came to mind. Eat was it like 6 or 10 wings of their hottest sauce, and it's like that I could do because I know I could eat that amount of regular wings. So trying to like get past like the spice is the hard, but like when you start eat X amount of food is insane to me. Bordering on pounds. When you are judging it by pounds, there's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, call it what you will. I have no interest in the eat your weight food challenges. Pounds, ounces, grams,
Yeah.
I don't really care.
The only one I even think I would have a chance in would be the steak one. I like pizza, but I can't like put it down like some people can.
I had 2 plates of barbecue and associated sides yesterday at work for lunch, and I was down and out for the rest of the afternoon. Like just 2 plates, like little paper plates, not even like huge, massive like saucers or anything.
Well, hey, speaking of pizza, we should give a pizza count update.
Yeah, I actually
we
just
haven't
added
given
Old
one
Nick
to
has
mine real
closed
quick.
the gap.
Yeah. Nick Nick put in a sudden 10 slice surge in mid-July.
Objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Yeah. I mean, you say that. I'm also not that far behind the two of you either. But yeah, we haven't given an update since May. So I'm going to give a quick recap of where we were in May. So May 26th, which I believe was the last time we recorded and gave an update, somewhere in that ballpark. Austin was at 35. I was at 48. Shane was at 22. Hunter had already broken the national average at 60. Actually, I think I had too, because the national average is what, 45? Isn't that what we said?
I think it's 43.
I don't remember, but it's somewhere at the top of the channel. 40s. Yeah, so Hunter was at 60, Tyler was at 27, Nick was at 50, Melinda was at 11. As of today, as of this moment, let me see. I haven't actually put them in the spreadsheet, so I'm going to be scrolling backwards. Tyler put in for his 39th slice. So Tyler has had 12 since May. That's pretty good. It's not a bad number to have.
Tyler, when did you have those last 4? Because you just put that in a minute ago.
Literally last night.
I know you're not just eating pizza right now.
No, it was last night. It was super late though when we ate, and I just didn't put them in. That's why I said give me a second to update mine. But last night I had 4 slices.
Austin is at 53. Nick, to Hunter's point, has closed the gap to 72, while Hunter is at our current leader in the clubhouse at 77.
Whew.
I am
Now
10 slices back at 67.
Running Nick's number.
Yeah, performance art.
That was always a fun graphic for me in growing up watching NASCAR. It's like when like the number 5 car is running 5th. It's like, ha! You point that out. Like, I don't know. I'm weird.
Yeah.
Shane admitted to me the other day that he has forgot to update and lost count of how many he has. And I don't believe Melinda has updated her count either. So it's a 5-horse race at this point.
Didn't she send something like today about a reminder?
Yeah, she did send a reminder to update your pizza count, but she didn't do it. So either she hasn't been eating pizza,
update pizza count.
which I will say, I mean, she did tell us last time that we did an update that she was not eating pizza. She was eating clean and had not had pizza since getting sick having pizza a while back. So I think believable, her number. Shane, like I said, Shane just straight up admitted he forgot. So he's currently sitting still at 22 until he remembers who and where he is. So yeah, that's where we're at. 4 of us have already broken the national average, and it is only July. So I think that bodes well for us thinking that the average person eats 46 slices per year.
I'm gonna be real.
to that
My number
website.
skyrocketed because I'm sure you understand this. I'm trying to get my house moved, and cooking dinner is completely 100%. Not on the top 5 things I need to do. So pizza has been my friend.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why my number went up quite a bit early, end of May, early June. And we almost ordered one tonight. And then instead we decided to have a smash burger because, man, burger sounded really good. And we live near a actual smash burger now. And it's one of the best burgers I've had in a while, I got to say. I mean, I know we're counting pizzas, but man, that burger was good.
All right. At what point in the burger cooking process does it become a smash burger? Because
when they smash it,
yeah, I know, but when do they smash it though? Because
immediately.
My work was grilling out burgers this weekend, trying to entice customers in, and our runners, our gophers, if you will, went and got patties from the store, and they got smash burger patties like that. I guess were already smashed, but to me, that's not a smash burger. If like a smash burger would be like, it's a normal patty that you then smash.
That is the ideal way of cooking one, but it's like anything. It's like pre-pattied burgers, all the same. It's not going to be as good that way, probably, because that's part of I think the cooking process is when you smash it down, it allows it to get that like crust on the outside more so. But I guess
Exactly.
pre-smashed burgers could work. But part of what's happening when you're smashing it on the grill is you're actually like searing it down. And then when you flip it, you won't squish it, obviously, because it's already flat at that point, but you'll put the pressure on it again to sear the other side too.
Like, to me, that's just disguising.
It's a thinness thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's
disguising
really all it
portion for flavor or just whatever the appeal
Also,
of smash
yes, great
burgers is.
marketing. I'm going to sell you I'm
gonna
going to sell you.
Smoke 'em right
I
there.
smell you. Okay.
I'm going to sell you a smaller burger for the same price,
Right? Like,
and you're going to buy it and enjoy it.
Tyler, the smell guy.
Yeah, big smeller.
noted smell guy, Tyler.
It's actually funny looking back through our updates. We had a day where 4 of us had pizza on a single day.
Big
June
day
5th.
for pizza.
Yeah, June 5th, we all put in big numbers. Nick put in 4. I put in 2. Austin put in 3. Tyler did some 4. So yeah, that was a June 5th, popular pizza day for us, apparently.
June 5th. I think Grace and I were in Tennessee on June 5th, and we did get a pizza one day while we were there.
God, I'm just looking at my numbers. Like mid-May, I was at 30, and I'm now up to 53. Nice
I have a
23-point jump since then.
I have a big stall because of the diet, but now I've kind of gotten to where I can have those off days those off meals where I have more calories, and I'm able to kind of counteract it with other meals and stuff. So because I've gotten more used to it, that's why I'm starting to eat it again more. But early on in the diet, pizza was a hard no.
I
gotta laugh. Brittle had a day where he put in 2 different numbers. He did a lunch number and a dinner number.
Yep.
See, mine, whenever I have more than one, you can see there's a couple of times where I edited my number because I'll eat like 2 and then like an hour and a half later, I'll just have another one. I'm like, I'm not updating this. This is the same day. Just update it. Edit it.
Listen, when they buy us lunch at work, words are hard.
God, we cannot speak tonight, can we?
I can't.
Oh,
Listen, I had
we're
to work
struggling.
today. It's Sunday. I had to work today. I am tired. When they buy us lunch at work, they always get too much. It never ends up getting finished. So I just started bringing a Tupperware, and then I have dinner for at least the next night, if not 2.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. I live by myself. I can eat whatever I want.
I'm a big boy.
So
But so there's our pizza update.
I have to admit one of these, and it was a month ago. I want to say it was that June 5th day. No, because that was a big pizza week. I know what all of that whole week was. One of these days, it might have been the 17th. Yeah, a couple of weeks later. I put 42 in there, and I got mad about it because it was a like home pizza, like a frozen pizza that my wife she put it she cut it too much. Like it was like not even like an 8-inch pizza, and she cut it into 8 slices. And I had half of it. I was like, this should have easily just been a 3-slice meal. And so I put 3 because I would not have cut it 8 ways because they were so tiny slices. So I did fudge my number a little bit because it's like, if I would have done this was only 3 slices at best.
Yeah, I've
Messing up the averages,
I
man.
have not. I think I have done the same. Like, I think I did a little personal pizza and I just counted it as like 1 slice. But then I had like the other night. Oh, I didn't put that number in. I should. Damn.
Wow.
Wow. I know. It was a rare date night. It was pizza not eaten at home, which is probably my first slice of pizza I've not eaten at home all year. But yeah, we went to a Bari, actually, a little arcade bar here.
That place is awesome.
In town. Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
cool
ton of
spot.
fun. And we're meeting up with some other couples, and we were a little bit late with getting the kids dropped off at various babysitting places. And one of the other couples brought us a slice of New York pizza. And this thing absolutely was probably like worth 3 slices of our normal Pizza Hut pizza. But I just counted it as 1, or I'm going to just count it as 1. Like that's what we said. Size didn't matter. It was the slice. Now I agree, Austin. I have done the same thing as you, where I'm like, technically, like this little like 4-inch mini pizza is 4 slices, but It's really only one, so I'm just going to count it as one. But I'm not going to count that New York slice as more. Like, it was one slice. It was a giant slice, but it was one, so I'm just going to count it as that. But I've done the same, Austin. I think that's totally acceptable. So it turns out my number is wrong. That's embarrassing.
Oof.
One job, man. It's just numbers.
At least I've remembered.
Numbers are hard.
That is true.
Not like Shane. I haven't forgotten for 6 months.
Oh, masterful deflection there.
Yeah, I'm good at that, right?
Well, I have something that was pointed out to me yesterday, actually, while eating pizza. So it kind of works. My brother and his girlfriend have been listening to the podcast lately. He was a little late getting started into listening to it. He hasn't been there since day one, but he's put plenty of effort into our extra life, so we can't fault him too much as far as the roundabout support. But he has been kind of going back and listening to them in reverse order, essentially. And I guess
what a diabolical way to listen,
right? To
in reverse order.
Yeah, right. So, and he's getting
a lot of context.
At least when he
that
hears
just kinda
about
get missed.
something, he already has the knowledge. He already has the context pre-initial mention. But either way,
Does this man like to listen to spoilers about movies and then go watch it and be like, "Oh, I'm surprised."
probably, yeah. He
Right.
goes and reads. He reads the reviews before.
He hears us make the correction and then go back and find out what we did wrong.
Hear the mistake.
Right.
Well, either way, he said, "By the way, Tyler, your little character on the picture looks different." I was like, "I don't think I've seen them all. I've looked at them." He was like, "It's not insanely different." He said, "But you're the only one without 5 full fingers or 4 fingers and a thumb." And I was like, "No, that can't be right." So sure enough, I went and checked. I vetted it. I am the only one of us that has 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand. The rest of you have full fidelity hands. And I didn't know about it until yesterday, but boy, when I heard about it, was I a little upset that I got shorted a finger.
Which finger do you think you got shorted?
I'm thinking pinky.
Think?
Yeah, if I had to
Yeah,
guess.
that checks.
Either that or my middle finger, because maybe Michael thought I used it a little too much. I'm not sure.
I'm not the one who drew these.
I know. I'm aware. No,
I'm gonna
I would
deflect
have
here.
never noticed it, though, had they not said something. But now, every time I see a picture, I'm like, damn you, finger. Finger
That is
no.
really funny. That is really funny. I had no idea.
I would have never noticed
But
it had
yeah,
they not said something.
Take it up with my sister. She's the one who does their characters.
Well, I have been trying to build up the courage to ask about changing my shirt, because the open wheel style steering wheel just does not translate to the shirt very well. Personal opinion. I didn't think it was a big enough deal to ask, but now maybe by opening up the "I need another finger" conversation, we can possibly get the shirt changed too. Who knows?
I keep forgetting that it's a steering wheel. I keep thinking it's like one of those drama masks like you see everywhere. It's like one's the happy face and one's the sad face.
I am not a
That's
theater
what
guy.
I keep thinking it is. I didn't know Tyler was so into drama.
Yeah, not a theater guy. So
Huge thespian Tyler McClellan.
What can I
well,
say?
look, all right. I'll say this: just come up with what you think you want it to be, and I will give you my sister's contact info, and you can take it up with her.
That works. She's going to get real mad and then just put a hand. She's going to fix the finger, but then she's going to put on my shirt a hand with only 3 fingers and a thumb.
I think that is very possible. I think that is very possible.
And I couldn't blame her.
We'll
That
have
would be
to
a
see if
great
she
joke.
can.
I think
We'll
at
have to see if we
Extra
can
Life, we should make you play without pinkies one game.
I don't use my
wow.
pinky
Have
a
like
lot
a
when I'm playing
glove.
games, so that's fine.
Well, yeah, you say that now, but have a glove, and then
We're
you
gonna
have to
break 'em
have your
off.
pinky just
Ugh.
folded into the glove, and you just have to hold it without the pinky and just see how weird it feels.
Yeah.
Punishment's got
And
stepped
here
up.
we've
ever
raised
since we removed
$10,000,
paintball.
so now we get to chop off Tyler's pinkies.
Hey, speaking of
Yeah,
recycled
I'm
material,
I'm on board. Speaking of, what you got?
I got a question for you, Tyler.
Hit me.
How do you feel knowing now, or do you know now?
Knowing what?
He didn't proof the podcast.
I didn't.
He didn't proof the
He
podcast.
didn't
No.
proof the podcast.
No.
Ooh, okay, so I get to break it to you.
Okay, break it.
Uh-oh,
You know how
breaking
you
news.
got mad about a game and we talked about it last podcast?
I don't even remember the last podcast right now. It's been a busy week.
Good.
I'm trying
All
to.
right,
Good.
cool. Let me remind you. So you
Please do.
Good.
start the podcast off talking about y'all playing a game called Chain Together.
Yes. Oh, was it my fault?
And you got really mad at a certain individual and claimed that they were the ones that caused y'all to lose at the very end. Upon further review, it has been denoted that you are the cause of that fall.
It was my fault.
That major crash out happened.
So next episode, I will go tally up all the faults from it and see. Well, actually, maybe not do that, because then it'll probably end up being me again. Yeah, I did say right after saying that, I said, honestly, there's a good chance it might have been me on that one. At that point, I was so fed up. But yeah, I kind of asked for that one. That's fair. I appreciate you following through with that and going and looking. Quite disappointing now that you say that. But I'll have to go look at that pod, because I'm assuming by saying I didn't review it, that means there's video evidence now.
I did put the clip from the stream in the last like minute and a half of the podcast after we say goodbye. So for audio listeners who didn't make it that far, on the YouTube version, you can hear the audio of it on the audio podcasts as well. But if you go to YouTube and find the YouTube version, after we say goodbye, there's a minute and a half clip of what we were talking about, of Tyler crashing out at the end. And yeah, Austin's right. It was not Shane's fault, that one.
Well, I apologize.
It was very much the two of us, actually.
I will publicly apologize to Shane now for falsely accusing him of making us fall the very last time after the other 67 times that we did.
Yeah, so
that wasn't backhanded at all.
For those who don't know, we recorded that last week's podcast. The very next day, we had a company-wide meeting about the upcoming Extra Life, which by the time this comes out, we would have just had.
We raised
blank
dollars.
Thank you for your support. But we had a conversation just about what we need to get done, what all we're going to be doing, how we actually still don't know what we're doing, and it's 11 years in, it's fine. But before anyone else joined, me and Mike were talking, and he goes, Austin. I was like, what? He goes, I've got something you need to know.
I did. I was like, this is so good.
Immediately after that podcast, researched this to see whose fault it was. And I was like, don't spoil it for me, because I want to go back and watch that VOD.
It's funny. I'm going to go. I have to go look at the ending of the podcast.
Well, it's about, yeah. I was like, for those of you who have not seen the whole stream, the VOD is up on YouTube and Twitch. Is it on Twitch? Do you have VODs on Twitch?
No, I don't think I do. I think I have them all redirected to YouTube.
Okay. So you need to go and watch it on YouTube. 100% a fantastic, because you're not playing it, you will laugh. Because I wasn't playing it and I was laughing the whole time. So fantastic watch. Good job on y'all. My personal favorite moment was the Mezume conversation.
No, the Mezume.
Mezume cracked me up. But fantastic video to go watch and laugh at these guys in a great way. But I remember Mike was like, I need to tell you. And I was like, don't tell me. I want to discover it. And so the very next day, I watched that whole stream, and it was phenomenal to witness, having the context of how it ended. I guess I am kind of like your friend who watches the podcast. I already knew the answer. And then I went back and watched how the answer revealed itself, but it was glorious.
It is. I am looking forward to playing it again on an easier mode, because the further detached I've got from it, the more I am realizing I did enjoy it. I definitely got frustrated with it, but I did enjoy it. So I definitely want to do it again.
Well, I did just go and click, and you're right. I did just totally sail over that obstacle. That was my fault. And if you watch closely as we're falling, I landed on something and could have kept us up, but then I just jumped off. I was like, screw this.
You totally give up.
Wow.
You gave up hard.
Full on rage quit.
Granted, it was one of the bones, like the really thin bones, and the rest of the three of you were dangling. The chances of me actually saving that and getting y'all back up would have been slim to none. But
we were dangling on either side, so we were balanced out until you
we
jumped.
Could have, but it would have ruined my whole outro.
Hey, at that point, Mike was in his laughing fit, and he really wasn't much help.
I was, yeah. I was not going to be any help. I was laughing so hard. It just Tyler's full rage quit. And he's right. I mean, again, he said it in the podcast, but he's right. It was immediate. Like, as soon as we started following, he's like, well, thanks for watching.
Rolled right into it, like you planned it almost.
I didn't. That was purely in the moment. I really wanted to get past that obstacle because that was the second time we had been there. And I think we had gotten past it the first time, even though it was a very backwards way of doing it because we should have fallen off, but somehow survived it. Yeah. Again, Austin said it best. Go watch the whole VOD. You will not be disappointed, I don't think.
Yeah, we had not done that object correctly.
Correct.
We fumbled our way through it.
We got past it, but we did not do it the intended way.
I did notice that some of you were on mouse and keyboard and some of you were on controller.
Yes.
That game, I think you're going to want to play that on controller.
Yeah, I disagree.
I certainly was, because there's no way I was going to make that work on a keyboard.
No.
I was going to get myself so twisted up.
See, I feel like I've got so much more control on movement.
I am mouse and keyboard all day long, but that game, I felt like controller was going to be the way.
See, I don't think so. I think strictly for the sake of movement, I feel like I've got a lot more control with a mouse. Mouse and W.
All right.
Well, considering it was each of our fault there at the end, I'm not sure either one worked out for us.
Yeah, again, I think a tally could be beneficial, but I don't want to be wrong again. And then the next episode, I'm going to forget what I said, and then Austin's going to be like, boy, do I have no news for you. Because that's going to be 2 weeks.
Oh, I really hope Austin does a tally.
I don't have that kind of time.
I mean, I don't either, unfortunately. Not this week.
Good.
Brittle?
We need a community member.
Nope.
We need a community member to go back who hasn't seen it yet, listens to this podcast, and then it's like, all right, and keeps a tally the whole time.
Hey,
I'm going to go ahead and say Shane did go into gremlin mode a few times and cause some problems. So,
I mean, what we talked about was 100% correct in that, like, he did go rogue a few times, but the last one was not his fault.
true.
I can nominate my brother. Austin, I'm sure you're listening to this. Go watch the VOD of us playing, what's it called? Chained Together, and tally whose fault it was, the number of times we fell, and bring the results to us, please. Actually, better yet, comment the results on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, everything we podcast on. Maybe a couple times over just to make sure we see him. I don't think he's going to do it, but it's worth a shot. At least we've publicly called him out now.
I'll say he's got everyone who listens to this podcast know he should do it. So,
Yeah.
Well, hey, maybe if he does, we'll throw him some sort of little reward or something. Maybe like a free month sub on Twitch or something
There
like
we
that.
go.
I was going to give him a good job, but that works too.
Like a
what
well-paying
good
job, or
Right.
No, like a thumbs up.
oh, right.
Well, but if I give him a thumbs up, then he's going to see I only have 3 fingers.
Yeah, but at least you have the thumb to do it with.
That's true.
Yeah,
At least you didn't
the
rid
real
me of my
draw
thumbs.
of humanoid hands is the opposing thumb.
Well, I have had quite a frustrating experience this week with customer service that puts me back on the fence on whether or not I like an AI representative for customer service.
Okay,
So-
what was your stance beforehand?
Right?
Beforehand, I didn't really like AI because I thought humans were more helpful, right?
Correct.
So here's where I'm at. Somehow, I've got a nice like metal standing desk from, I won't name the company because overall I do like their product, but this experience has soured me a little bit. But it's an expensive company. Let's say that. They make chairs, they make desks, all of it's really expensive. I splurged and got the desk because at the time they were really the only company doing this style desk. Now there's tons of them out there. Somehow in the move, I lost the power cable to this desk. And go figure, it's not quite a proprietary cable, but it is certainly a rarely used and hard to find cable. And on top of that, they say that if you use a cable not directly from them, it voids your warranty. And I went and looked, I've still got like 3 years of warranty on this thing. So I'm like, I don't really want to, lose out on potential warranty if a motor goes bad or whatever. So I start looking on their website. Well, they don't sell replacement parts, right? They don't sell just the cable. I was like, okay. So I finally go through their customer support stuff. And I opt to go with the human because surely a human will be able to help me. And I will say up front, I fully expected to have to pay for this damn cable. I'm perfectly happy to pay for this damn cable. Losing a cable in a move, I know doesn't fall under the warranty, but they don't have a way for me to buy the cable. So I have to go through their customer support line. So I go with the human. Surely some human can go, oh, yeah, all good. Here's how you do it. Pay this way at some secret link or whatever through their website. And we're all good to go within maybe a day, at most. I started this process on Tuesday this last week. I still haven't gotten to pay for the cable. This is now Sunday night.
Have you established a way to pay for the cable? Like, have you established that this is a process that you can do?
Yes. And so that's where I'm going with it, right? So
Okay.
I talked to a person in the chat. Very nice guy. Had to get all kinds of information for him. Had to get my order number. Had to get the serial number of the desk. Okay, I guess to prove that I own this desk. Turns out they're trying to force me through the warranty process, even though I know this isn't warrantyable, but I got to do it anyway. So, great guy. Finally, he goes, yeah, all right, I think I have the information I need. I'm going to pass this off to the warranty team. This will be continued in email. This was in a little chat on their website. This will be continued in email. We'll reach out to you. Okay, cool. It only that process took about 45 minutes. Not a big deal. Get an email about 3 hours later. Hey, here's a recap of the chat. Here is where we're at in the process. Okay, this looks promising. And then I don't hear anything for about 24 hours. And finally, I get an email back that they need a picture of the cord. I don't have the cord. So I send back, I don't have it. And another 12 hours later, I get an email back. Well, then we need a picture of the desk. What good is that going to do you? Is it proof of ownership? Because I already gave you the serial number and the order number.
Yeah, having the serial number of a desk is certainly should be all the information that you need. I didn't know desks had serial numbers.
Me neither. The guy asked for the serial number and I went, where is that? Turns out it's on the bottom. Who knew? So, send a picture of the desk. Another 12 hours goes by. Yeah, we can confirm that this isn't under warranty and you're going to have to buy it. It's $20.
Not bad at all.
If you would like to continue with this, let us know. So I sent a nice email back. This is Thursday night? No. Yeah, Thursday night or Friday morning, something like that. I sent an email back. Absolutely. And I would like for this to happen quickly. Also, we all could have saved ourselves multiple days of problems if y'all would just sell the stuff on the website. Told them that. Just sell replacement parts on the website, especially a cable. Like, I'm not looking for replacement motors. That seems like kind of a big deal. Maybe don't give us the motor. Probably a proprietary thing. But it's a power cord. Just sell us a power cord. Can't do it. That's literally the email back. Thanks. We'll get a manual invoice made for you to pay. Once you pay that, let me know and I'll tell fulfillment. I should have just told them, hey, I paid it, and let them go down the rabbit hunt of trying to figure out if I actually did or not.
Right.
And then at the bottom, while we appreciate your feedback, our spare parts are only for warranty items and we don't want to sell them on the website. Well, you just told me it's not a warranty thing and I'm having to buy it. So we could have saved ourselves days worth of process if you just have some for sale somewhere. Like, not the proprietary parts, just the basics. So then I got an email about 3 hours ago. Hey, we're really sorry this has taken a while. I just want to let you know I've asked again for a manual order to be created. So I still haven't had a way to actually pay for this thing that I've known the cost of for 3 days.
Actively wanting to give a company money and it not being expedited is certainly a business model.
Yeah. When I specifically said in the email, I'd like to get this done as quickly as possible.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Does this company have a return policy on purchases?
I have no idea.
On a whole desk?
Yeah, because
With a
here's my
motor?
thought. You just buy a whole new desk, take the cable, and send the desk back.
I got to be honest. This desk weighs so much.
It's got a motor
There's
in it.
no way I would do it.
You just got to open up the box and get the cable.
Yeah, but I got to get the box either in the house to open it to find the cable, or I do that on the porch. But then I still have to figure out how to get it back to another shipping company.
Well, I feel like you should see if they have a return policy and start
What
there.
I should have done
I think
is
the
just
return policy might be a little bit quicker and easier of a process than this.
what would have been quicker and easier was just to say screw the warranty and go to Amazon. because I did find one. It's a 10-foot cable, which is a little inconvenient when I'm 2 feet from an outlet, but it's a cable that would have worked. But I thought, oh man, I don't know. The warranty seems kind of a big deal. I still got 3 years. Maybe I should. Not many companies out there offering a 7-year warranty. Maybe I should keep it going.
So that's
boy, was that frustrating.
Very extended warranty. I'm kind of impressed by that, to be honest with you.
And again, all of this for a process that I knew I wouldn't qualify for. I knew it wasn't going to be covered under warranty. I didn't want to go through warranty. I just wanted to give you money so you give me a cord. So now, unfortunately for Melinda, the desk is kind of stuck at its lowest setting, which is kind of uncomfortably low. Well, maybe not for her. She's a little shorter than me. I've been working at it like this level since I moved.
Like beanbag level chair? Like
simply get a smaller chair.
I have my chair at the minimum height. My office chair is at my minimum height. It doesn't go any lower.
I didn't know the desk could get that low.
This one can. It actually could have gone lower if I hadn't had the computer mount on it.
Was it like a desk that you could substitute as a limbo pole? What? How low is this desk going?
Listen, they got to make it usable for everyone. That includes little people and basketball players.
And people who can't find cords.
Yeah, I did make it a little bit taller. I added casters to it so I can roll it around now.
There you go.
That's helpful.
A dangerous game.
Rolling it?
Casters on a desk that can roll. That's a dangerous game.
Well, we kind of have to because we gotta get this desk over to the Extra Life setup now. So it's gonna roll because it's a heck of a lot easier than trying to lift it.
Well, like, use your power cable by Extra Life. Can we do limbo with the desk and see how low we can go?
Oh, there's no chance it's here by Extra Life. No shot. I don't think I'll get to pay for this until Wednesday. And by that point, they're gonna slow mail it shipping wise. It'll be here. I'll be lucky if it's here by the middle of August at this point.
So sounds like you just need to go to Amazon.
Desk height was always like a non-factor in a decision for me because I always just assumed it was, I mean, like I know they always put it, especially, if you're looking on Amazon or IKEA or somewhere where you can see it online if you're ordering one, and they usually show it in the measurement tab, but I can never paid any attention to it because I always just assumed that there was some nature of a standard to it, which again, I'm sure there is, but it probably fits within a range until not the desk I currently have, but the one before it. I got here and when I put it together, I was like, this is very short. Like I felt like I was sitting on the ground because my chair was at its lowest height setting. So that was the first experience I ever had with like desk height being an issue. So now I always check it.
So the height adjustment on this desk is 25.5 inches up to 50 inches. So it is currently, we'll call it probably 28, given the casters and the fact that I didn't run it all the way to the bottom before we moved.
I have no idea how tall my desk is. Mine does in millimeters because mine is a motorized desk.
I mean, mine does too. I had
millimeters it was set at.
I had to look it up on their website. I can't tell you because I can't power the thing on. I don't know what it's set at.
I know my standing height is 105, so whatever that is.
So yeah, gonna be mildly inconvenient, but someday I'll be able to stand at my desk again.
Hearing this story, and it's frustrating. Don't get me wrong. I'm fully on board with the frustration. But this is like a quintessential first world problem. My desk needs a new power cable.
I recognize that. Again, it's funny my complaint
to me because it's like on one hand, I'm in the same boat because I too have a motorized standing desk. And if the power cable got lost and I was trying to do this, I would be absolutely fuming at customer service. But on the other hand, it's still that my problem is my desk doesn't have a power cable.
My motorized desk does not motor. My steak too juicy. My spoon too big.
You're right.
I fully recognize that. I do. And again, this is not a complaint about the fact that my desk doesn't raise or lower. This is a complaint about the fact that in spite of me defending humans, I've had a shitty experience with a set of humans because I've now talked to 3 different ones. No, sorry, 4 different humans at this company.
Almost a family of humans.
I feel like the AI might have been quicker at this point. Maybe I should have gone with the AI selection instead of giving humans the benefit of the doubt. They've started to turn me.
We'll never give humans the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know that the bot would have helped you, though, is the thing. Like, this is an oddly specific problem that doesn't fit into their normal,
I don't know.
complaints and stuff. So I don't know if that would have helped you, to be honest with you.
I don't know. If I had told the bot I would like to buy a new replacement cord, it might have just said, okay. It might not have gone, well, let's see if it qualifies for warranty, when I know full damn well it won't.
I don't know. I could also see that being like, well, that's not covered under warranty, so we can't do it. So
also true.
Maybe, but then I would have known, and I still would have gone to a human and said, hey, your bot says it's not covered under warranty.
Or it would have railroaded you through the warranty process and then run the scan to figure out if it's warranty or not.
Maybe, but maybe it also wouldn't have taken 36 hours to do it.
True.
That, yeah.
Or more.
Can't argue that.
Because I think it was really more than 36 hours. I haven't gone and actually looked at the stamps on the emails, but
we'll round up.
The AI probably could have had me sorted out in 45 minutes at this point. At least of knowing that it didn't qualify for warranty and pushing me to human so I could buy the damn thing. Well, hey, I know we will have already done Extra Life by the time this comes out, but we're recording 5 days before we do Extra Life. What are you guys looking forward to doing? Obviously, Hunter, I know you're not involved, and sorry.
I'm looking forward to playing games for the last couple hours. Not the entire thing. It's true. Hopefully, hopefully you'll be able to join us for the end.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's the easy answer. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys, playing games. It's always a good time. Looking forward to annoying Austin with my ineptitude in Halo.
Are we going to do a lasso run? Like live lasso, Extra Life?
I was thinking we wouldn't do lasso because I was thinking that I was going to do my first play of it. Even though I have it, I bought the premium so I could get in early. Well, I'm gonna be honest. It's not because I have distinctly made the choice not to play. It's because all my free time has gone into setting up all the stuff for Extra Life. But I haven't played, and I figure I won't have time to play until we sit down for the stream. So I was assuming we wouldn't have the skulls to do lasso, so instead we would just do a legendary run.
That's fine.
Which I think probably for Shane and Tyler is probably going to be the more fun way to do it anyway. For live, I don't want Tyler to have another crash out live on stream. That's a lot easier if it's just in a recording.
I don't think I'll have a crash out over Halo. I will. It always takes me a while for Extra Life stuff to get back used to shooters on a controller because I don't ever play a shooter on a controller outside of Extra Life. You will not see me download a shooter game on my Xbox. I just won't do it. If I can't play with a mouse and keyboard, I'm not going to play a shooter. So it always takes me a minute to get back used to it. But once I do, we'll be fine. But I'm excited to play it. It's been a very long time since I've played a Halo. But if I had to pick, what I'm really probably most excited about with any Extra Life event is interacting with everyone that comes and hangs out, like as far as chat goes, and interacting with them. And especially like for this one where we have a list of games that people can play with us, that always just adds a little bit of fun to it. So I'm looking forward to the people that are gonna
I always like the Jackbox interactions with chat.
Yeah, those are fun. Crowd answers.
You want to know a secret?
Maybe.
Your Xbox can work with a mouse and keyboard.
I knew it can. I've just never. I've got a PC, so I've never really had a reason to set it up to use it with a mouse and keyboard.
So if you really wanted to be pedantic about it and not play on a controller, you could bring your own mouse and keyboard.
I would not do that. For one, it takes the fun of struggling through the games as far as from a entertainment standpoint for all those people that I was just talking about hanging out in chat. And again, thank you guys so much for your help in raising dollars. But I feel like it takes some of the fun away, right?
I mean, I think so. But I also just watched you rage quit a week ago. So
it's different. But it would
trying to be sensitive to your sensitivities.
I appreciate it. I really do. It would make what do we call the chaos mode where we switch seats? It would make that entertaining. Watching somebody that's been playing on a controller for 3 hours have to swap over to a mouse and keyboard out of nowhere. Especially if it was like Nick or somebody who doesn't play PC games.
Yeah. I also loved if you had a mouse with an adjustable DPI. So for sensitivity, you had to turn that all the way down. And we'll just see you like swiping your mouse across the little desk as fast as you can.
You're going to get tennis elbow from playing a computer game.
Especially given the setups at Extra Life where I would not have that much room. It would make it very entertaining.
Yeah, and I think I think you and Shane are going to be on the front row. I think for the first time ever, I'm going to sit next to my best friend for Extra Life.
I've always actually, and maybe this might spawn a conversation or a good explanation. I've always been curious why, because Austin's been part of it basically since the beginning. So I've always been curious why Austin wasn't in the front seat with you.
I'm ugly.
They only put the pretty boys in the front, man.
Right.
Sorry, dude.
So there's a couple different reasons. It goes back to our original crew when it was myself, Austin, Dano, and Red. And it was that Austin and Red got along with each other in short bursts. And obviously Extra Life is not a short burst. And I always worried that if I put Austin and Red next to each other, that he would throttle him.
There's a biting hazard.
It would just knock him clean out in the back row.
It would be a strangulation. Let's call it what it would be, a strangulation.
And I wasn't sure how Dano and Red next to each other when we went to the 2x2 setup, which is, our current setup, 2 in front, 2 in back. Because we used to actually, when we did this in the living room, we did 2 couches side by side. So we were actually 4 across. So I was on the far left, Red was next to me, Dano was, right middle, kind of like second base, and Austin was far right. And so then, Dano and I had Red contained. And then when we went to the 2x2, I just felt like it was probably best. Red and I got along super well. I could take the antics. I thought it was funny. And I could do it all day, right? He never really wore me down like he did the other two. So I say the other two. Dano obviously does well with him because Dano still lives with him. They still live together. So yeah, that's why Austin ended up in the back row. And then, when Dano started subbing out and we started putting Nick in more, it was easy to just put Nick back there. And then, when Red started falling out, it was Hunter and then Tyler. It just kind of the way the substitutions worked. Austin and I basically had our set locations, and then we just subbed in the new people in those spots.
And the subs made sense. I guess from somebody who joined in later, it was always like, why weren't they originally? But that makes sense. That does answer the question. What's really going to surprise you, though, is when Nick finally loses it and just clocks Austin one good time.
No, me and really Nick are actually like really good back there.
No, I know.
Because we have our banter that I don't think I could pull off with anybody else. And so
that's going to be the tricky thing for November that I'm figuring out. Is so basically the way we're going to do it for summer, I will be in the back. If you're looking at the chairs, I'll be in the back right in the Nick seat. That'll give me the ability to basically work with Melinda, kind of like I did at the other house. It puts me in the seat closest to where she will be set up on the computer, so I'll be able to lean over, talk to her, help her with things as needed, that kind of thing. So that's why I'm moving to the back row.
The control desk is going to be on the right side now?
It was on the right side before.
On the left side. Well, depends on which way you're working.
Again, if you're looking at the chairs, camera view, she will be moving from the left front to the back right.
Got it.
That's where we can put the desk, where we can roll it. Because there's just not room inside that room. So she's actually in the entryway. And so that's where I can sit to help.
See, I always thought I was back row because I don't move a lot. And it was that like Mike was in the front row because he was getting up, moving around, doing stuff. And then also because the people who typically had to sub in and out were front row. And it's easier to do that front row wise. Whereas me and Nick will just sit in the back. And if you let us sit there for 24 hours, we will not move.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit of it. I also felt like as the host and the one doing intros and outros, it would be better for me to be in the front. I don't know that that's necessarily the case anymore. You wearing kilts, it was a lot easier to put you in the back row in a kilt. I didn't have to worry about the low camera angle, seeing anything we didn't want.
What do you mean?
Camera angle will be much higher this year because we're on a bigger TV and a taller stand. So the camera angle might be a little odd, actually. If it looks a little weird for summer, we may need to figure out something different for November. But for now, that's how it looks. But yeah, like I said, it mostly just stemmed from if I put myself and Red up front as the host, and then the guy wrangling Red, and then it just kind of naturally fell to then you and Dano were in the back. And that's just kind of how it fell. It wasn't really anything to do with up and down or anything like that. Because if you remember back then, we were also taking a lot more breaks.
True.
That kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think, it really just, that's kind of how it started, like that first year in that old house in 2020. And that's just kind of how we stayed.
Well, wasn't the first time we didn't do it like that? I thought we were like all lined up, and then it was the second year we brought in the director chairs, and we sat in director chairs in the back the whole time?
No. 2016 was the director chair year at the very old house. Yeah. Sorry, at the first house. 2016 was the director chair year, and didn't realize how uncomfortable those chairs were for a full 24 hours, which is why from 2017 to 2019, we did the couches side by side, kind of angled, but side by side.
Yeah.
And then 2020 at the second house, that year we still did the stacked, or we went back to the stacked look because I just went ahead and got the chairs, and like there wasn't room. We didn't have couches up there in that room. There was no way we were going to get them up the stairs. So it was just easier. Like, let's buy chairs. Let's, build a platform. We got it all set up in time, and we've been like that ever since. But I remembered 2020, you were actually in the Nick's seat, and a big part of why you were back there was because that week, you come visit for a week. That's where you set up all week. You claimed that chair. You had your PC set up back there. You had claimed that chair. So when the time came, it was just like, okay, well, you're already in that chair. I was already going to sit up front, so I'll take Red, you take Dano, and that's just how it was. And then I think when Nick started coming in, I put him in the corner and moved you to be over straight behind me.
To me, it's funny that one of the measurements for how long we've been doing Extra Life is what house you were in.
It is, isn't it?
This is not your third house.
And now,
we have
now
an
we
Extra
get a
Life
new
in.
one.
But yeah, so for November, we will actually have 3 on the back row. We're going to get an actual chair and extend the platform, and all 5 of us will be on the main camera.
Nice.
Maybe eventually we'll do well enough for you, Michael, that you get your own house and you don't just have to live at the roundabout house.
I don't have to live at work.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, he already does
see.
that.
I was about to say, you
with
literally-
his actual money-making job.
I don't work from home. I live from work.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, for summer, I'll be on the back row with Austin for the first time ever.
Awesome.
And Tyler gets on the front row with Shane.
All new perspectives.
It's going to be interesting, man. I don't part of me is like, how is this going to feel? I've actually just sat in the back row a couple times just to be like, okay, get used to it. On the plus side, I'm going to have a bigger little desk next to me to set the mixer on. So I'm not going to be as cramped with all the crap that I keep over next to me all the time. So that'll be nice. And I think it'll be easier to get in and out of the chairs, in and out of the room kind of thing. I'll be essentially the only one that's kind of blocked in. Everybody else should have a fairly clear exit. So we'll let Tyler and Shane decide which one's on which side on the front row. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then, like I said, I'm gonna have to figure out who's the 3 in the back row. Am I joining the Nick and Austin club?
You're gonna put in the middle. Put Nick in the middle.
I was about to say,
See,
Michael can't be in the middle. He's got too much production stuff to handle.
Yeah, I
he
can't
clearly
be.
has to be on the end.
Yeah, realistically, I'll probably be in the same spot in November. I think for the foreseeable future, I will be in the back right chair.
Brittle, we might get to hold down the front row.
Hell yeah.
In the middle, I don't know, because I've been trying to figure that out. Do I put Austin in the middle and Nick in the corner still? Because I feel like there's a part of Nick's personality that likes the corner.
Yeah,
right?
I was thinking that too.
I will say Nick does have the coziest seat in the house. There is something about being in that corner that's very cozy.
The downside for Nick is he'll then have to get out of the way anytime either Austin or I want to get up.
Oh, make it inconvenient.
So-
Okay, you know what? I'm on board with this. Yeah, no, we're making it inconvenient for him.
You're going to get really good at telling other people to get you stuff. Rightfully so. You've earned that.
No, but see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to halfway stand up and see how many times I can get him to get up and just no, I was just adjusting.
sit
just
back
mess
down.
with him for 24 hours.
I'm telling you, Michael, my prediction of Nick just clocking Austin one good time might not be that far off.
Yeah, it could be. And that's the other thing I've been debating is okay, well, do I put Nick on the front row with Tyler? Do I put Hunter in the back row with us? I don't know, man. I'm going to have to kind of see how summer feels and play around with it. Or
There's levels
The
to this.
possibilities are endless.
yeah, exactly. We'll see. But yeah, 5 of us for November on the main cam.
Heck yeah.
It's gonna be
It'll
fun.
be awesome. I'm excited. Very excited. But let's knock out last week's 12-hour first.
Yeah, again,
Well said.
you will already know this, but I did want to just talk about it with the guys and let y'all hear some of the thought process and what's been going on, even though you will have hopefully watched the actual 12-hour stream.
So just like Tyler's friends, you will know all of the answers and then hear this and know what happened and how we got there.
Exactly. Yeah. So you'll have already watched us raise so much money, and it'll be a good.
And again, we can't thank you guys enough for the support.
And you can always keep track of how things are going at Instagram and Facebook at Roundabout Pro. YouTube, Twitter, and Blue Sky is Roundabout Gaming. And then you can check out these streams that we will be doing on Twitch at Roundabout Pro and YouTube at Roundabout Gaming. I doubt we'll probably do Instagram for the full 24 or even the 12, but we'll figure that out when that time comes. I don't think you can go that long on Instagram.
I was going to say, I've got to look it up and see, like, what is the stream limit for Instagram?
But we will sure be on Twitch and YouTube for both the 12 and the 24. And every week we stream at Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. So please come by, support Children's Miracle Network Hospital. It's not supporting us. It sounds like it is. It's not. It's not for us. None of this goes to us. None of the money touches our hands. We don't see. We see what you give to hospitals. So please come by, chat with us, keep us company. The 12 hours is full of energy the whole 12 hours. If you want to be there at 4 a.m. and see us delirious for the 24 hours, it's phenomenal. We get into some great conversations at that time.
It is so good. You want to hear more about Austin's butthole? That's where it all started.
That's where it starts, is 4 a.m. So please come by, like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things for your Roundabout news, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's about time you spoke up, Brittle.
I'm so glad you clarified there, Austin, because it sounded like you said, come support Children's Miracle Network because they don't support us. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, because we haven't heard anything from them in 11 years.
Not that they don't.
All this
I mean,
work.
it's not that, or not that they do necessarily directly support us. They've got much bigger issues on their plate, make no mistake.
So, did I actually send y'all? I don't know if I did.
We haven't tail synced.
We know.
Okay, just making sure.
You got somewhere to be?
No, I was just making sure we didn't forget.
We can go ahead and tail sync.
See?
Thanks for ruining it, Brittle.
Yeah,
Didn't
all
ruin
right.
anything.
I mean, I was going to keep going, but you know.
Brittle's in the 3rd row in November.
Gosh.
No,
On the floor.
he's going in another room. We're
On the
putting him in
floor.
another room.
No, the 3rd row is the wall. He's going to be outside of the house.
He and Dano are going to be in the office.
Hey guys, can I play some games now too?
My bad. Golly dang.
Yeah, I did send it to y'all. We got a plaque from them. So we have heard from them. They sent us a plaque for this last year.
Yeah.
Great people.
Yeah, anyway, let's sing.